So can you tell me, what is a finance graduate at TAL?
A finance graduate at TAL is ultimately what you want to make of it. Your first two rotations are usually set. However, your last two, you can pick whatever you would like. And that means that you can take any direction with your career in finance, and whether that may be actually in finance or in the broader business in general. So I think being a finance grad at TAL is really what you make of it.
So can you tell me, what got you specifically interested in TAL and their graduate program?
One of the things that drew me to TAL was the ability to rotate through different teams. And I felt that leaving university, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do or what career path I wanted to take. And the benefit of a rotational grad program is that you can sit in different teams, get to know different people and what they do in different roles, and then from that make a bit more of an educated decision on what job you want to do as you roll off the program.
So what is probably the number one thing that got you through TAL's graduate program application process?
I think the number one thing that helped me be successful in my application at TAL was a mixture of my previous experience, my work ethic, and also my genuine interest in the company, also my values that aligned with the company values as well.
So after getting hired in the TAL's grad program, what did your first few days, weeks, and generally your onboarding process look like?
Unfortunately, my onboarding process was from home as we were in the middle of a COVID lockdown. However, I was still lucky enough to get an orientation week whereby we met several of the leaders from the business and also get to meet the other grads, both past and present. One of the best things about TAL starting out was that I got a lot of responsibility very quick. And that meant that I was able to get quick exposure to the business and also what I was going to face going forward. And I think getting that responsibility early was really good because it meant that I learned a lot very quickly.
As a finance grad at TAL, can you walk me through a day in your life?
So as a finance graduate, you rotate through 4 different teams. 3 of those teams are within the finance business units, and one of those is anywhere else in the business. A normal day as a finance graduate, depending on what team you're in, usually consists of business as usual work. However, there are a lot of projects that are going on in the business, so you have the opportunity to get involved in a lot of different ad hoc work. For example, I've been involved in strategy pieces as well as month-end improvement pieces.
As a finance grad at TAL, is there anything that you get to do at work that is absolutely the highlight of your day?
One of the things I've been involved in as a finance graduate is the exposure to senior business leaders. I think it's been a really cool experience to be able to sit in with meetings with people such as the head of strategy and the CFO, and not only just listen, but also give my own insight and inputs.
As a finance grad at TAL, what is it that motivates you or inspires you to come into work every day?
I think what motivates me every day to come in to work is the company culture. The people at the business really make it stand out and make you feel welcome, and also are there to help you grow and learn every single day.
What is it that makes the finance grad program at TAL super unique?
I think one of the most unique parts about the finance graduate program at TAL is that it's not a very large team in the sense that you're not working at an organization with thousands and thousands of people. That means you have the opportunity to stand out. And if you find work that you like, or if you find a team that you want to sit in, you can make that happen. And I think that's one of the most amazing parts about being at TAL is that you can quickly get to know a lot of people in the business and figure out what work you want to work on, and then eventually make your way there.
What's probably the coolest project you've worked on so far as a finance grad at TAL?
One of the coolest pieces of work that I've been involved in while I've been at TAL has been on our expense strategy work. So that's been looking at how our expenses are going to pan out in the next 10 years and also how we can meet certain targets. It was great to work with senior business leaders on this piece and also help them come to figures around their sales and also their maintenance and acquisition expense pieces.
What's your top piece of advice for anyone else wanting to nail the application process to the finance graduate program at TAL?
Piece of advice that I would give to anyone that's trying to nail the application process as TAL is be genuine. Go over what your passions are and what your interests are, and try and make a connection with the interviewer. Show that you genuinely care about the industry, but also that you have a willingness to learn. Not everyone is expected to know everything when they first join, but if you have a passion and an eagerness and a hunger to learn, you can quickly pick up any work that's thrown your way.
What's the number one reason you would encourage or motivate other grads to also apply to the finance grad program at TAL?
I think a reason that I would encourage people to join the TAL grad program is that it offers a really unique experience. Firstly, you get the ability to rotate through different teams and figure out what you like, but also you get the opportunity to meet senior executives within the business and leaders to also help mentor you through your time and your career.